Can't we speak English fluently? Thanks my instructor for giving me chance to say something on today's selected topic. Our today's topic is why we can't speak English fluently. We all know that a large number of highly educated people can hardly speak English. If we have a careful look, we can see that there are a very few reasons behind it. These are 1. Fear and shyness. 2. Oral inertia. 3. Shortage of usable vocabulary. 4. Incapability of using proper words at proper places. 5. Want of having proper environment. 6. Inability to generate questions. 7. Lack of true eagerness to learn. Now I'm going to discuss each and every point in brief. My first point is fear and shyness. Fear means to us that English is very difficult language to learn and it requires many years to have good command on English. We have tendency to withdraw ourselves whenever the question of English comes. We try to avoid it by saying, "I'll learn it later when I'll have time." But the naked truth is that these later days hardly come in our lives. Shyness means what other people will tell if we make mistake or fail to follow accurate grammar. As a result, we think that we will start speaking after learning it well or after bringing good command. The fact is that death may embrace us before that day's arrival. Here I'd like to say that no language is difficult to speak. If a 3-year-old baby can speak hearing from its mother and other people of its surroundings, why can't we speak? A baby doesn't follow any grammar, but we understand it. Therefore, we shouldn't be afraid of grammar. We have to come out from shyness and fear if we want to speak English. My second point is oral inertia. It means lack of practice or inactivity. We can write 3 or 4 hours at a stretch, but we can't speak even 3 or 4 minutes fluently. This is because we haven't practiced for many years. To come out from this oral inertia, we have to build up the habit of practice, and it's better do this without delay. My third point is shortage of vocabulary. We are to search words whenever we go for speaking. But very frequently we can't find usable words. As a result, our speaking doesn't maintain standard. To express happiness, pain, emotion, gratitude, disdain, liking and disliking in English, we need enrich our vocabulary. Suppose you are a civil engineer and you know well how to design a building, but you don't have all building materials, e.g. brick, sand, rod, cement, etc. Is it possible for you to build a building? The plain answer is no. To overcome this problem, we have to learn usable words and apply in speaking the same. But relevant question is, where will we get these words? For learning usable vocabulary, we may follow the book named Usable Vocabulary for Spoken English. 2. My fourth point is incapability of using proper words at proper places. We can't use proper words at proper places. Thus, we fail to make people understand what we exactly feel and mean. Our real messages are distorted and listeners get confused. Frequently, we are to make listeners understand by gesture. This is really very sad for professional and highly educated students. To cope with this problem, we have to stay in touch of some guys who can do this and have to learn usable words. My fifth point is want of having proper environment. Here I'd like to say environment can't do all things, but it can do many things. Especially, for improving fluency, it plays a very important role. That's why an environment is a must for being fluent in English. So, we have to create a congenial environment where we can develop the habit of speaking. My sixth point is inability to generate question. We can answer in broken accent, but we can hardly generate question as early as needed. As we can't generate question, we can't expect answer. We have to give emphasis on generating question. My last point is lack of true eagerness. Many of us want to be fluent, but don't work. Mere demanding something isn't enough. If we've phony eagerness, we can't be fluent ever. Many of us, for example, tell we will do this work, that work. But we actually don't do any work. This is phony eagerness. These are all about today's topic. Thank you all for hearing me with patience. Now please subscribe our channel and regular practice your own English.